So you're jumping into the online world and doing video marketing in an attempt to generate leads. However, when you do it, you either get no views and you start questioning, is it due to my SEO? Is it my video? What's going on? Well, in today's video, we're going to cover the key tactics that are required in order to make your videos successful online to actually get leads that will hopefully become your customers. Welcome to Make Money Online. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to get access to the newest content as it comes out, and also get prioritized responses to your comments directly from us. In fact, if you comment below I subscribed, we will personally respond to each and every one of them. Now that we have that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive in and get started. We all know that video is a great tool for creating awareness for your own brand, you being an influencer, or even if you own a product. However, there is nothing more frustrating than having to put a significant amount of time and effort into these videos only to see nothing happen. You could even upload a video and no one ever even sees it, or maybe you get 1 or 2 views initially, or an initial spike, and then it just trickles down to nothing. Now, there is a positive side to this because usually why a video fails is actually consistent, and they all fail for the same reason. It usually has to do with the fact that everybody's attempting to copy each other instead of the video having clearly defined goals. So all you have to do is tweak your formula and then make sure that you're actually utilizing your time spent in the most efficient way possible. And it all starts with SEO, or search engine optimization. As we all know, YouTube is one of the most popular video hosting sites in the world and has no barrier to entry. Anybody can join. However, because it's owned by Google, it allows you to create keywords in your videos, in your tags, and in your description that when they're triplicated, meaning that they're put in each one, it increases or boosts your rank within the ranking when someone is searching for those keywords. It's critical that your video titles take advantage of this approach, because when you're focusing on SEO, you're not only trying to get the views, but it's also finding targeted people that are ready to become leads. The next biggest factor that comes into whether or not your video can be used as a lead generation tool is it is all related to your calls to action, or also abbreviated as CTAs. See, these are essential to converting web traffic, whether it's social media or through YouTube, or even when it's a video embedded on a website or a blog. When you include your call to actions, you are using tools to capture those leads. So if you're on YouTube, you need to use end screens and cards. The end screens occur in the last 20 seconds of the video, and it allows your viewers to have the option to either A, subscribe to your channel, or B, continue to watch more clips that have a clear direction on what the next step is. Instead of just throwing up a random video on your end screens, you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of the next logical step. As an example, a very common one on YouTube is I'm trying to become monetized, which means I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 view hours. Well, if your one video is related on how to get 1,000 subscribers, in your end screen, your second video should naturally lead them to how to get 4,000 views, because they need both of those in order to succeed. And so it becomes the next logical step for the viewer, which will make them more likely to click on it. However, the downside to this is that it only comes up at the end of the video. This is where you would utilize your YouTube statistic to figure out when people fall off. So let's say, for example, when you're looking at your YouTube analytics, your video loses over 75% of the watchship by the 3-minute mark. Well, that means that by that 3-minute mark, you want to have at least some sort of YouTube card there that drags them to another section of your video. And the reason for that is if you don't do that, you already lost the viewer because they're on to the next video. However, if they're about to click off anyway, and YouTube recommends them a video within the video that they're watching itself, they're much more likely to click it, which allows you to get additional views on your own videos, even when they were going to stop watching it. As you begin to get more practice in making videos and you make them faster and with higher quality, you now need to begin to gate your video content. And the first thing you're going to ask yourself is, well, why would I gate my content if I'm trying to get it out there for free? Well, You can still offer free services, but put it behind a landing page so that way when they sign up to get your free videos, you now have their email address as well. And once you have their email address, that begins to send them down the email automation pipeline, which will allow you to follow up with them directly in order to begin to groom them as a lead to potentially becoming a customer. Now, the most important part of your video has to be all about the value. It doesn't matter how many videos you upload, where you put them, if you gate them or not. If the video isn't good enough, you're not going to get any leads. You need to make sure you're avoiding the simple stuff, such as shaky video, whether or not it has poor sound quality, especially if you're in a windy place to where they can barely hear your voice, or if it just takes you way too long to get to the points, because those are view killers. People on the internet are looking for information very quickly, so if you're taking so long to provide them that information, they're going to move on. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure to smash that like button to let us know to make more of these types of videos, and also remember to subscribe in order to get more great training and prioritize responses on your comments. Now, in order to maximize your value, try following this checklist in order to see real results. Number 1, think about your personality. Does it show who you are? People want to see videos to either entertain or to teach them something, not to bore them to death as if they're sitting in a lecture hall. So if all you're doing is droning on in a very flat voice, no one's going to stick around to watch it. People are coming to your websites and to your videos, and they need to be able to stick around long enough in order to actually get some benefit out of the video. Because if they don't, then they're not going to get to learn about you, your brand, what you have to offer, and they're not going to be able to learn about your voice. The next thing is you need to keep it simple. Are you using a lot of jargon or technical terms in your video? Make sure that when you're writing out or scripting a video, that the language matches your buyer's vocabulary. So as an example, if you are talking about investing and your group is focused on beginners, you need to avoid a lot of jargon and a lot of abbreviations, because it's going to become a definition cycle to where all you're doing is having to explain to them what's happening, compared to actually focusing on getting them ramped up to speed as quick as possible. This is where a script comes into play and can be very helpful for you. Scripts are helpful for all types of videos, even for question and answer style videos. The most important thing you need to do is make sure that your script is put together in a logical way. And if you're someone that likes to free verse or make it up as they go, more doing impromptu speaking, then what you want to do is at least have bullets, so that way you can hit each individual key point as you're working through your video. This is actually how announcers and newscasters do it on TV. Even though they're reading from a teleprompter, if there is an open chat area, what they're being told in their headphones or in their earpiece is, hey, this is the next subject, go ahead and work on it. But they pretty much run with it from there, and then they go to the next one. This is where people are able to generate a lot of content when they get very good at this very quickly. And the better you sketch it out, the better your video will be down to each and every second. So now we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on all these? Are you using these tactics? Are there some that you have questions on? Well, let us know in the comments below, and we'll make sure to respond to each and every one of them. Now, if you're really interested in discovering more about how to build a business to make money online in the most automated way possible, then be sure to check out the link in the description to get instant access to key tips that'll help you jumpstart your journey. However, if you're not ready for that and you really want to maximize your success with these approaches, then go ahead and check out this video here to learn more about how you can make money online so you can get to the point of being able to work from home full time. As always, here's to your success, and we'll see you in the next video.